Subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications for the latest updates. Isaias is a tropical storm again, down from its hurricane peak yesterday, now with winds of 70 miles an hour and a minimum pressure of 995 millibars as of 11 p.m. Eastern Time this August 1st, 2020. The storm is still impacting parts of the northwestern Bahamas and is set to make a dangerously close approach to Florida within the next 24 hours. It's currently located at 25.5 degrees north, 79.1 degrees west of stage 3 on the CDPS scale. Significant damage possible in association with the storm. Even though its winds are down from its peak and it may not re-strengthen to a hurricane strength storm, it's still very dangerous. Distance in miles right now: Freeport in the Bahamas 65 miles from the center. Miami is actually closer now at 61 miles. Fort Lauderdale is 67 miles away. West Palm Beach 89 miles away, and further up the coast in Florida, Daytona Beach is currently 244 miles away from the center. There's a lot of watches and warnings, so take a second to pause if you need to, but from Boca Raton to the Louisiana-Flagler County line in Florida, there is a hurricane warning along with Bimini, the Berry Islands, and Grand Bahama Island in the Bahamas still. And there's also a tropical storm warning north of Ocean Reef to south of Boca Raton, Florida, and with a plethora of other locations. Here's the latest GFS model. You can see the precipitation and cloud cover associated, the area of the influence, if you will. You can see it right up near the Florida coastline, then into the Carolinas, and up into the northeastern parts of the United States. It's the GFS run. Other computer models are showing different solutions, and once we're past the Carolinas, it's still quite uncertain right now, but there is the potential for a large swath of land to get 4 to 6 inches of rain from South Carolina all the way up to Massachusetts. So this storm will be a significant flooding risk for large portions of land if that plays out, as the current forecasts say. Sea surface temperatures won't be an issue for the storm, though. 29 degrees Celsius in the Gulf Stream, or near the Gulf Stream, where the system is going to be. If it stays just offshore, those conditions at least will be favorable. Higher upper level winds and wind shear, along with some drier air and land interaction, will fortunately limit further intensification, although it could still become a minimal hurricane again per the National Hurricane Center forecast. Here's the latest GFS wind model run. You can see the tropical storm force winds associated with Isaias, and very close to the Florida coastline here. Hurricane warnings are in effect for a reason, and then it moves up the Carolinas through the northeast. Still is a tropical storm strength storm, turns post-tropical in New England. Still though, once we get past North Carolina, the largest threat from the system will be rain, although don't discount winds or potential storm surge that could be associated with the storm as we continue to move north as this system continues to evolve. Odds of tropical storm force winds look like this though right now. Freeport 99%, almost certain. Miami's down to 12%. It's been bouncing around, but it's looking less likely that they'll get tropical storm force winds. Fort Lauderdale though, a little bit to the north, 89%. West Palm Beach almost certain, they're at 99% now as well. And Daytona Beach is 50% as the system continues to go along. Here's the latest forecast coming from the National Hurricane Center. You can see the storm making that very close approach to Florida. They actually say on one of the forecast points on the coast. So it's going to be extremely close to whether or not this thing makes landfall. A couple miles west or east in a little nudge, you can't really forecast too far ahead of time, is going to make all the difference for this on whether or not it comes ashore. So be prepared in Florida as if you're facing a hurricane from the system, and those watches now getting extended further up the coast into South Carolina. Here's the latest satellite imagery of the storm. The system had a very bare core earlier today, but it's fired up some convection since then over the center of it. It's still being sheared to the north and east. All the convection is getting displaced to the north and east, so the center is actually a bit south and west of where most of the chunk of that convection is. Water vapor imagery is also showing dry air all around the system right now, other than to its east for the time being. That land interaction is going to be a potential inhibitor as well. Stay tuned for Force 13 for the latest updates, and stay in touch with the NHC and your local weather office. Please stay safe during the duration of this storm. You can follow us on our outlets, force13.com for web articles and the live cyclone tracker. You can also find us here on YouTube. If you're not watching here already, make sure to subscribe. We're also on Facebook. It's Force13 to find our latest posts there. And we're also on Twitter. It's @Force13 to ask us a question on that platform. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron. More information can be found at patreon.com/Force13, or you can become an Ultimate fan right here on YouTube for perks and to directly support the project and our future endeavors in these times. You can also find us on Discord to communicate with us on our Discord server. Link is in the description below, and you can message Fool13 at extension 9094.